I'm going to talk about Microsoft 365 AI email breach. So in 2023, a highly advanced cyber attack targeted Microsoft 365 accounts by utilizing innovative AI methods to invade security protocols. The attackers used AI to create convincing deceptive phishing emails, making it easier to breach accounts. This threat was linked to a group called Storm 0558, believed to have connections to Chinese cyber criminals. Darktrace AI played a crucial role in detecting the breach by monitoring unusual behaviors within accounts. The repercussions were severe, affecting many US governments, entities, and private companies, leading to unauthorized access to sensitive data and raising questions about the effectiveness of traditional cybersecurity measures. In slide 2, I'm going to talk about how AI powered attacks worked. So the attackers implemented sophisticated strategies, including AI-generated phishing emails and the forgery of access tokens. By employing AI, they crafted phishing attempts that appeared much more legitimate, while token forgery exploited weakness in security to bypass authentication without legitimate user credentials. One significant incident involved Darktrace AI noticing impossible travel patterns, such as logins from locations that were not physically feasible. They also enhanced their social engineering techniques through AI to deceive individuals into sharing their login information. The use of AI greatly increased their ability to automate monitoring, accurately pinpoint vulnerabilities, and stay under the radar for long stretches. I'm going to talk about Microsoft 365 AI email breach. So in 2023, a highly advanced cyber attack targeted Microsoft 365 accounts by utilizing innovative AI methods to invade security protocols. The attackers used AI to create convincing deceptive phishing emails, making it easier to breach accounts. This threat was linked to a group called Storm 0558, believed to have connections to Chinese cyber criminals. Darktrace AI played a crucial role in detecting the breach by monitoring unusual behaviors within accounts. The repercussions were severe, affecting many US governments, entities, and private companies, leading to unauthorized access to sensitive data and raising questions about the effectiveness of traditional cybersecurity measures. Slide 4 covers the lessons learned and the best practices. So, the attack showcased the shortcomings of conventional rule based security measures and highlighted the vulnerabilities of cloud based platforms like Microsoft 365. Key recommendations include investing in AI driven security systems that can proactively identify abnormal activities, perform regular security evaluations, and utilizing multi factor authentication together with zero trust approaches. A significant discussion point arising from this event is the ongoing conflict between offensive and defensive AI systems, which promotes inquiries about how well defensive AI can adapt to increasingly sophisticated AI driven threats.
Analysis and the role and function of a firewall. A firewall is a network security device that works as a barrier between an internal network and external network. Firewalls are needed in order to monitor incoming and outgoing traffic to prevent unauthorized access. In AI, firewalls are very important because it prevents sensitive data from unauthorized access. And I have listed a diagram which explains how a firewall works and the separation between each layer. Three benefits benefits of firewalls. The first benefit is antivirus protection. So, in antivirus protection, firewalls prevent antiviruses from destroying systems. Some popular viruses are MyDoom, which scrapes addresses from infected machines, then sends the copies of itself to those addresses. It also ropes these infected machines into a web of computers called a botnet that performs distributed denial of service attacks, DDoS attacks. These attacks are intended to shut down and target a website or server. Another antivirus is Klez. It's a close third on the list of the worst computer viruses ever ever created, with nearly $20 billion in estimated damages. It infected about 7.2% of all computers in 2001, or 7 million PCs. The Klez worm sent fake emails, spoofed recognized senders, and among other things, attempted to deactivate other viruses. And for the second benefit is network security protection. A big benefit would be from firewalls because it prevents data breaches and theft, service disruptions, loss of trust in companies from customers, and prevents malware infections as well. Another benefit is prevention of unauthorized access. This is important because it helps stay in compliance with regulations and prevents companies from being fined, and helps prevent identity theft and fraud from customers. JP Morgan's cybersecurity attack in 2014. A great example of a cybersecurity breach that underwent a firewall attack was in 2014. JP Morgan underwent a cybersecurity attack that compromised 76 million accounts and 7 million businesses. This happened due to a misconfigured firewall that failed to protect a critical server. This is why firewalls are important. It compromised 76 million accounts and 7 million businesses, and it even happens to JP Morgan and Chase. 3 ways to prevent attacks. The first way to prevent a firewall attack is proper firewall configuration. The solution to this is prevents mistakes happening with configuring firewall and implements network segmentation. The second way to prevent an attack is next generation firewall and intrusion prevention systems. These help block suspicious traffic, use deep packet inspection to identify network traffic, and set up automated alerts as well. The third way is multi-factor authentication and access controls, which would help only authorized users and devices can access sensitive systems, and multi-factor authentication for critical points would be used, and you could check logs.
DeepSeek, a rising AI startup from China that has gained a lot of attention in the tech world. DeepSeek specializes in AI-powered chatbots and is particularly known for its R1 model, designed to stimulate human-like reasoning. It's often compared to GPT-4, especially for math and coding tasks. What's really impressive is its cost efficiency, training for just $6 million, much less than the others. Despite US chip restrictions, DeepSeek found workarounds and quickly gained popularity, even becoming the top free AI app in the US, but its rapid success was soon overshadowed by security concerns. In June of this year, DeepSeek suffered a major data breach, exposing over 1 million sensitive records due to unprotected cloud database. This included user chat history, APL secrets, and operational data. Although the company fixed it within an hour, the damage was done, raising concerns over data security. Things got worse when hidden code linked to China Mobile was discovered in the DeepSeek app, sparking fear of government surveillance. As a result, there has been call to ban DeepSeek from government devices. For users, this data disclosure poses some real risk. The exposed data could lead to identity fraud and privacy violations. Beyond individual risk, this breach highlights national security concerns, especially in an age where AI tools are being used in sensitive areas like research, business, and even government operations. In conclusion, this serves as a reminder that AI companies must prioritize security from the start, implementing strong encryption, access control, and transparency in their data practices. Regular security audits and immediate responses to threats aren't just best practices, they're essential. As AI continues to evolve, trust and accountability will determine its future. If companies want users to feel safe, they need to prove that the security is a top priority.
ElasticSearch is an open source highly scalable search and analytics engine designed for real-time data querying and analysis. It leverages Lucene, a powerful search library, to provide fast and efficient indexing and searching of large text data sets. With near-instant search results, it's ideal for applications needing quick, dynamic queries. Due to its ability to manage large volumes of data, ElasticSearch is commonly used for storing sensitive information like customer data, transaction logs, and security logs. Improperly configured ElasticSearch clusters, like those left exposed to the internet without proper authentication, can result in serious data breaches. Attackers can easily exploit these vulnerabilities to access sensitive data. Between 2017 and 2020, several incidents occurred where misconfigured security settings allowed unauthorized access to private information. One such breach exposed 13 million records, including usernames, addresses, emails, and phone numbers, due to a lack of password protection. These issues stemmed from the use of default security settings, which provided minimal security in itself. Companies impacted by these breaches face legal repercussions and regulatory attention, particularly if they didn't comply with privacy laws like the GDPR in the EU or the CCPA in the US. In addition to legal costs, these organizations suffered significant damage to their reputation, leading to a loss of customer trust in their ability to safeguard sensitive information. Financially, they face expenses from legal fees, fines, and the cost of fixing the issues. While not all exposed data was immediately misused, some attackers took advantage of it for ransomware, identity theft, and fraud. In some instances, sensitive business data was also used to carry out additional attacks. Following the breaches, many organizations responded by securing exposed Elasticsearch clusters through measures like shutting them down, restricting access, and enabling authentication. They also limited incoming traffic to trusted IPs or specific network segments. Companies strengthened access control by implementing role-based access control, which restricted the types of queries users could perform. A key lesson from these incidents was the need for default security, ensuring that authentication and encryption are enabled in production environments. Organizations also prioritize access control, using firewalls, IP restrictions, and strong authentication in order to safeguard sensitive data.